What is going on, YouTube? Check it out, we are on the lot, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but the whole row is empty. We sold every single car on my lot, so every single car that was running. Let me get that right. But here we are. I went to the auction a couple times already. Sorry I haven't gave you guys much of an update lately. I know it's been a couple weeks since I posted anything, but I'm sure there will be a lot more content coming and a lot more stuff. So I got a lot of cars to fix here, so just showing you guys here. I got the Forester actually yesterday. I got the Nissan truck that needs head gaskets. I got the Honda Accord that needs a transmission, the Chevy Aveo that needs an ignition switch, the Nissan Murano needs a transmission, that Jeep I just picked up last week, that's a customer's rig. That one's mine, it needs a computer. And we got another CRV, which I kind of worked on it a little bit. It's throwing a code for a crank position sensor. I put a new one in it and it didn't work, so I got to figure out what's going on with it. But yeah, guys, and I got another two cars still sitting in Seattle. So I got another Dodge Journey and I bought a Mazda 6. So hopefully we can start working on these things. Car number one is going to be this Forester, because I'm into this one quite a bit. I kind of got into a bidding war with the guy, and we all know how that ends. You end up looking like an idiot and paying too much, right? So we got this one here, and let's get it off the trailer, guys, and see what's going on with it. Guys, so check it out. This one is a 2006 or 2007 Subaru Forester. Can't remember off the top of my head, but we do have a check engine light on. It was kind of misfiring when it started up, but I think it might have just been because it's been sitting for a long time, because it already kind of smoothed out. Or it could, you know, have something in the cylinders, you know, maybe some coolant. This is a Subaru, but it is running right now. So the vehicle said it ran and drove, and it looked pretty good, you know, in good condition. But like I said, I kind of got into a bidding war with this over it. I don't know why, you know. So I ended up paying $2,600 for this one, which I mean is not a bad deal. So because the cars go for around 5,000 to 6,000, so even, you know, if I got to put some work into it, we're still gonna make some money on it, guys. But here we go. I'm gonna open the hood up. So first off, there's a bunch of stuff that's loose on it, you know, so I don't know, it's kind of looking like a cover-up job, you know. Like I said, check engine light. Look, I've just seen our cruise control lights blinking. There it is. But also, when I was loading it on the trailer yesterday, I noticed that the AC belt is just shredded on the thing. So the thing has no AC, and the pulley down there, I don't know if you guys can quite see it, is just destroyed. So yeah, no AC belt, and the pulley's destroyed. So this thing does need a little bit of work. As from COPART, said it was running and driving perfect, didn't have no mechanical issues, but this is what you get sometimes. So, and right now backing it off the trailer, I kind of heard something dragging. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the lift. We're gonna lift it up and see what's going on with it, guys. All right, guys, so this is gonna be a fun one. We can just tell right off the back. Check it out. It's already leaking coolant on both sides. So either we got a broken radiator or maybe possibly blown head gaskets. And the noise I heard backing up, somebody unbolted the driveline and just decided not to put the bolts back in it. Makes you wonder why, or it's just completely wrong differential, isn't it? No, there it goes. So at least that lines back up, but we got to get some bolts for that. Looks like the COPART guy might have bent my control arm a little bit. See, it's a kind of bowed. I don't know if you can really see. It's bent right here, but I might just pull that back down with the chain. Looks like he bent both of them. So almost broke the canister. Kind of rubbed it there. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I guess it is running. So I guess that's one good thing, guys. But we're gonna have to keep on going and see what else is wrong with this. All right, guys, so this COPART running and driving, no mechanical problem car already has a few problems. So our check engine light's on. The radiator is actually cracked here and on the bottom. So our AC pulley is melted and broke, and our belt is snapped. So yeah, guys. Oh, and the drive line's missing 4 bolts. So I mean, it is what it is. You buy the cars as is, you know. I guess, you know, whoever was selling this one kind of lied, you know, out their ass. But it is what it is. I bought the car, so now it's mine. So we got to fix it. And I'm hoping, because this radiator is broken, we'll see if this head gaskets are not broke or popped. So, you know, it's a common thing with these cars. If you overheat these cars at all, a lot of times the head gaskets just go. So we'll see. I'm going to start with the radiator and getting the bolts and all this AC stuff. So, and then we'll probably proceed with the check engine light and keep on going from there. So I'm hoping maybe it just needs some spark plugs, because it does run good. It just kind of has a little shake to it. So I'm hoping it might just need a tune-up. So I'm gonna probably go ahead and get all that stuff. I'm probably gonna go to the junkyard. I think they said they have 5 of these here at the U-Pull-It that the radiator will work from. I think the Outbacks and the Foresters are all the same. So we're probably gonna go hit up U-Pull-It real quick, go yank that and maybe the AC stuff, and probably the driveline stuff too. So let's go do that, and we'll be right back when we get all our parts. Check it out, guys. This is our AC pulley here. So yeah, the thing must have seized up and melted the snot out of itself, right? So here's our belt. It is flat and melted and broke, obviously, but our clutch is still spinning and our compressor seems to still spin. So I think it was just that pulley itself that seized up. Looks like the bearing is not spinning. So, because the crank is obviously still spinning because the engine starts and that spins, so that must have been the problem. But yeah, guys, and I already got this radiator about halfway out. You can see I already got the fans and everything off of it, and it looks like it was actually broken up here on the top. Right here it has a little pinhole. I don't know if you can quite see it, but it also seems to have a crack down here somewhere because it's leaking out of this corner here. You can see it dripping right now. But I'm gonna get this thing out of here. I'm gonna head to the U-Pull-It and pull one from the wrecking yard and get all the other parts I need, and we'll come back and put it all together and see how she runs. All right, guys, so we just got back from the wrecking yard. We did score on a radiator, but I do not know if we're gonna be able to use it because it is missing this plug. So I kind of think those are radiator specific. I have the old one here, but it seems to be a different pitch and thread, so I do not think it's going to work. It just goes in there and doesn't screw in. So I'm gonna go to the parts store and see if I can find one of those, or maybe a plug for that. If not, I'm gonna have to return that radiator. But we did score on a pulley, so I already put it on there, and I got a belt as well, so it looks okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it. Just so you guys see again, this is our old pulley. You can see that it got all melted and it is just crap. I don't know why they changed this to plastic pulleys. They just never worked. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean these grooves off and put the belt back on, put this front belt back on, and then I also scored some driveline bolts. So I got those here somewhere. Yeah, so those should be the driveline bolts that are on there. I got 4 of them. So I'm gonna lift the car up, put the driveline back on, and then maybe I might just drive it around a little bit with this radiator here. So I mean, it is just leaking out of the top, but I think it is also cracked on the bottom. But first I'll go to the parts store and see if I can find a plug for this one here. So guys, we ended up getting this thing all back together. I got the radiator in there, and I got the AC belt, AC pulley and everything on there, and it fires right up, and the AC works and everything. It sounds good. But as you can see, I got it over here shoved in the corner. I got a couple other things going on, and the reason being is I drove this thing around the block, guys, maybe 5-10 minutes, and in those 5-10 minutes it got hot, so she was way overheating. I'll go ahead and start it up though so you guys can hear it. It does sound good, but she is definitely overheating. So, oh, now she's misfiring. So, reason being, guys, is that the thing probably has blown head gaskets. So, I'm gonna be into this another head gasket set. Yeah, I can definitely smell the coolant. I mean, it's burning coolant. It's misfiring. So that's all the telltale signs of a blown head gasket on these Subarus. But yeah, guys, I mean, we got all the other stuff fixed, so now it's just going to be pulling the engine back out again, doing the head gaskets on it and stabbing it back in there. So I mean, like I said a little bit earlier, I overpaid for this car a little bit. Like I said, I think I paid $2,600 or $2,500, something like that, for it. And now it needs head gaskets, it needed a radiator, it needed a bunch of stuff. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. We're still gonna make money on it at the end of the day, but it's just a little bit more work for me, and I got a ton of cars to fix. So it's gonna sit in here until I get the head gasket set in, and then we'll probably get that done, guys. So remember, stay up, hustle hard.